Welcome everyone, a general fitness class today. Enjoy. If you've been racing around the house today, just take some time before you start. Rest the back, deepen the breath, relax the muscles. If you're on the mat, is to start with some cat-cow stretches so I can check out the posture. And walk your knees back a little bit further. All right, guys. So if you have been kind of screaming at kids or the husband or neighbors, I don't even know why I said that. Doesn't happen. If you've been racing around the house, just take this time to settle in. And I want to start first with just relaxation through the muscles of the stomach. Because I know it's only Tuesday, but I've had quite a lot of sessions and every single one has somehow spoken in one way or the other about digestion and sluggish tummy issues. So I just want to do some opening sequences around relaxation of the gut. So this movement does help, but let's just think about your breath work. And then whether you're in your arms or back into the heels. So allow yourself time to take a deep breath in and a big breath out. And you can pay attention to how your arms are. Maybe you can draw the elbows under a little bit so you can feel the triceps and you can feel how your shoulders are moving. If you did have a long emotional week, definitely want to allow yourself some balance here to reduce any further stresses on the body, leading to inflammation in the tummy. And then we'll take it to your center and we'll go, I'm just going to move you back and forth, guys, but explore your range and explore where you go from a straight spine into kind of a tuck into your child pose. So if you could keep it as straight as possible as you come back, and you'll find that range lessens. But I'm hoping that way as you align your pelvis and the sacrum, that you could feel a stretch kind of L1, L2 into the sacrum. And you could even slow it down, get into the fascia, maybe up into the fingers. You can inhale the whole way back, align the head, and then exhale as you come up. Still not engaging everything, so just keeping that going. And then let's think of your toes and the heels. Are they pointing upwards? The heels up towards the ceiling. You can spread the toes into the floor. Those just look really, really good. Let's do 2 more. And then we're going to come up and go into your footwork. You guys are quite strong, so try your best just to, again, I like that tempo. So let's go ahead and keep that tempo. And then as you change left to right, simple stuff, but stretch over the toes. All 5 toes are still really strongly into the mat. And then again, thinking of sacrum. It's quite easy to allow us to kind of extend the back. All right, so keeping this on, think of your hand positions. So if you feel that you're really weighted into the wrist, I might have you use your fingers a bit more, or you can move your hands back a little bit. I want to feel more palm and finger activity. All right, I'm going to lead you into a plank here. So if you don't want to do the plank, continue with one knee on the mat. Before you lift into the plank, do engage the glutes, tummy, draw the shoulders, and then slowly lift up. Beautiful, Jude. And then come back down. And then we'll switch. So I can feel engaging. And bringing back down. Just one more time. Wow, guys. After the second one, you'll go into your down dog or child pose. And if it's in the wrist, just sit up and massage your hands a little bit. Gee, that looks really, really good. So if you're in your down dog, you're going to walk the legs. And don't be gentle here. If you want, you can start, as in, I don't want you to engage, but you can play around and just twist the body. And just explore your movements. And again, deepen the breath. Looks good, looks good. Okay, just one more time on either side. From there, either into your plank, into your knee position, will bring you into a pigeon. So one knee is going to come forward. I'm going to have my back to you for a moment. We're just going to go into our side stretch. You can take it as low as you like. And back up into a 4-point position, into your down dog or child pose. And then we just do the other side. And notice if you start to brace, notice if you start to hold the breath. And then you come onto the side in your own time. Good. We'll do one more time on each side. So if it's too much to go into the down dog, you can just transition into a child pose. Nice, long, deep breath. 1 or 2 deep breaths. You don't have to move on the breath, but I do want to make it a little bit more fluid. Take it to the side. Okay. So you can kind of feel the threshold that you're working at is like 6 out of 10, nice and easy. Good transitions. And then after you do your second side, again, we'll rest into your child pose or your down dog. Or you're in a heart position. Just resting there, 5 or 6 deep inhale, exhales, guys. And again, notice the tension. If the heart rate raised a little bit, just take it down. Long inhale, deep in the breath. And then the same amount of oxygen will come out on the exhale. And when you're ready after your second deep inhale, exhale, we're just going to have you walk to the front of the mat, rolling back onto your back and then into your fetal position. Next. Guys, that looked really good. I hope you can see this whole area. I forgot to ask. So I might run into the closet here. Okay, guys, so I'm just going to rock back and forth. So I'm hoping as you do this, manipulating the hip that you're lying on, and you'll start to go into your chest opener. So if you have room, add your arm, and then you could either have the arm up over the chest or do a big circle. I'm going to do 5, and then we'll finish on the back. So the hand can be under your head as well if you're feeling that you need that support. And again, breathing, 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 breathing. Inhale, exhale. If it feels good and you want to skip the bridge section, you can continue your chest openers. Otherwise, minimal shift. Laying back onto the back. And then we'll just start with some pelvic tilts here. So we're going to go through a variety of elements here and just stay where you're comfortable. So here we're just relaxing. So you could use your feet to massage that lower back into the floor. And then do use one leg and then use, let's say, the right foot to push the left hip into the mat. And then we release, and then you'll use the left foot to push the right hip or massage or manipulate the right side. So you can feel that you're kind of walking the pelvis. And you do float right over the sacrum. You might feel a little sensitivity in one hip, so take note of that as we go into our exercises. When you're ready, lifting into the bridge and right back down. That's it. Nice work, guys. Yeah, so let's think about foot position. So your toes are pushing into the floor. As you do this, I'm just watching your movement, so I might stall a little bit, but just continue what you're doing. I like stability to the knees, the ankles. Let's check the breath. Make sure you can feel your glutes and your hamstrings. And then if you feel that you're, not that it's a bad thing, but try the variations of coming up in a flat back, and then where you massage your pelvis to lift and lower. Let's do 2 more. After the second one, we're going to start to come down the left side of the spine, and then up in the middle, and then down the right side of the spine. That looks good. Yeah, so you'll lift into the bridge and dip the hip. The knees still face the center, the wall, the ceiling. What? Forward. And I can't even get the words. The sky. Lift as high as you can. I'm going to drop the right side and massage down the right side of the hip. And down. And up. So I'm going to have my right side down, left leg up, but choose. And then I'm going to try to get you guys to find your neutral spine here, and the leg that's in the air, we're going to do circles. So you can sneak a little support with your elbows, and we're going to do 5 circles. Nice. 2. And direction. Breathing. Good. And then we'll just go ahead and bring that foot to the floor. If you need to come out, please do, otherwise switching sides. That's it. Breathing, good. The movement's coming from the hips, nice. As you come out of that, your spine twists, so the arms will come out to the side, stacking the feet, dropping them out to the side. Catch the breath. Exhale as you travel. Inhale out. Go ahead and push that hip forward even more. So I'm hoping you can feel a stretch right from the pinky down to the toes. And we're just going to go into your chest opener on the other side. Don't worry. I'm going to have my back to you for a moment. Don't get up or anything. Just roll to the side. If you have room, and just go right into it. Inhale as you open. Exhale around. Nice. You can always move your knees up a little bit higher. Few more times, and then back up onto hands and knees. Okay. So we're going to go into some leg work here again. I'm going to tuck the toes under. And let's close the ribs, definitely pushing the arms into the floor. All right. A little bit of foot stretch here. When you're ready, you can add your cat stretch if you need to. I'm just going to lift one foot, the knee and the shin up off the mat. Pull it up towards the elbow. Give me an ankle roll for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. The other direction. And then we're going to extend the leg up. The opposite forearm comes down to the floor. And we open the hip. Good. And circles. Can you pull the knee right up into the elbow? Good. Careful here because the heart rate does lift. Nice work. Really, really work that glute med as big as you can, and then change direction if you haven't already. And then after, you can go into your plank, child pose, or down dog. Nice work, Stace. Remaining really good. Okay. 5 deep inhale, exhales here. Either relaxing, or if you're in your plank, engage and wrap and push the floor away. Check the body. Deep breath. Control the breathing here. I know it gets quite heavy in these positions, so when you're ready and the breath is back down, we come back into our hands and knees on the other leg. I've just turned around, that's all. So I'm going to push back. There's your toe stretch. And up. You can feel where your range is, right? And then as you come out of that, we're going to again stay in your 4-point here as you lift one leg up, open, pull forward. You can rest the knee on the forearm. And spread the toes other direction. Nice. Come back, open the hip. Good. Try your best to control the heart rate here with the breath. Woof. Good for the obliques, girls. Direction. Breathe, 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 breathe. And again, down dog, plank, or child pose. And full rest wherever you are. Warming up, Jude. Layers coming off, huh? I don't blame you. Nice. Good. So if you're in your plank, you're going to just do your footwork. If you're in your down dog or child pose, just holding that stretch. Nice work, guys. Beautiful. One more time on either side. Good. Back into hands and knees. All right. Now we're going to go into the middle back. So I'm going to draw into your thread the needle. So if you're enjoying your down dogs, we'll also add variation there. But for simplicity, hands and knees, and just holding the position under, or you can do your chest opener as well. Had to catch my breath. If you're going into your down dog, from here, you can easily push up and then reach either to the other ankle, or you could, again, have the top of the hand facing the ceiling. And then you can add a leg extension. Okay, so we're going to do 3. Control the breath. And maybe making things up as I go here. Went from under to a chest opener to a dog. I'm doing it backwards. Okay. And I'm going to go into the other side from here, so I'm going to stay up. Shoot for 3, and then going into your cat-cow after each side. Deepen the breath. After your cat-cow stretches, and in your own time, guys, no rush. After you've done your thread the needles, you'll rest out in your cat-cow. Then we're going to find our neutral position. So I'm going to go ahead and move into the next exercise, but you guys just take your time. I'm going to go and add just a little bit of the knee lift. So if that's too strong, opposite arm and knee, otherwise just the leg, and you don't have to tuck the toes under. So it's really, really helpful to close the ribs and kind of feel for the upper and lower tummy, and then pulling the floor to you towards, so the hands are going to pull towards the legs as you start to lift, either one or both together. Okay. You have quite a long time here. I'm going to hold you here for a good minute or so. And in your variations, wherever you are, you can either rest back, or you can move from where you are into your plank, or move from where you are into your down dog. So when you feel that you want to rest, either just fully rest or have an active recovery where you push back into your different positions. Cute, that looks really good. So for example, if you're getting quite tired, you're ready for me to move on, I like to take kind of a breath back, but you're still active here. And then you can anchor into the floor. So even as you push into the child pose, your knees could be lifted. It's a really nice foot stretch. Push into the toes as you come forward, as if you're going to jump back. Nice. Jude, your left foot, move it out a little bit, or maybe it might be the angle. I just feel the heel might be facing your sacrum a little bit. Nice work, guys. Another 5 deep inhale, exhales wherever you are. It's tough, and then full recovery into your child pose. So this position I'm going to work from when you're ready. You can even have your forearms down. If that got into the neck or the arm, do your wrist massage. You can also make a couple of fists underneath the forehead and just rest there. I'm going to start to open the knees a little bit wider. Okay, and just resting. Give me a nice long inhale. Can you direct the breath into the back of the ribs, the intercostal muscles? Take some time to notice if you can let go of the pelvic floor or the tummy. And then we're going to slowly start to engage. And then the hands are going to assist as you restack. So I'm just, no effort whatsoever. The arms are doing a lot of the work here as you massage yourself back up into your best neutral. So I'm coming out of an extension into alignment. Good. And then we're going to do a body roll from here. So chin chest, right down to that next position. So I generally start to just walk the arms with the body roll in mind, and doing the best to keep the pelvis or your bum on the ankles. When you inhale, everything's relaxed. You start to set up on exhale and start to walk the hands back to support, and then reset. So we're going to do 5 more. If you're ready to progress that, you don't assist with the arms. So I'm just going to have the head, neck, and shoulder connecting to the core. And as slow as you can, coming all the way out and down. Full recovery. On the exhale, we start to engage. And then you float the arms up. So it's a lot more load on the back. So you should feel a lot better as you realign the head, neck, and shoulder. Okay. You're going to add your arm circle. And again, that was 2. Let's do 3 more. Inhale to chest. Exhale down. Yeah. And as the arms, that looks good. And as the arms are lengthened out and you start to load back up, can you feel the muscles under the shoulders? Can you feel the upper body, the upper back muscles, the lats, pelvic floor connection into your trunk? Nice. And then all I'm going to do in your own time is as you restack, we just come up onto our shins. And that's when you kind of have to move your knees together to squeeze the knees, squeeze the glutes, pushing the toes into the floor and lifting up. I did a lot of footwork there. I am using the top of the feet as I do this. It's a little uncomfortable. And down. And back. Still using the tops of the feet. And down. Good. Try for 2 more. After the second one, you're staying up on the shins. That looks good. And in your own time, guys, I do have the knees together, the heels together, toes are still, I know you can't see my head, but we're gonna go essentially into your knee stretch here and then back up again. It's a lot of work. You can have your hands at the sacrum and don't think back bend. Think of a straight line from your knee to the hip to the ribs and then back up. All right, good. Now, if you're happy doing that, you can reach back to towards the heel. Good. And then back up. So I'm going to do kind of a sweep with the arm. Do 3 on each side. Or you're just twisting. I say twisting, but that's, so I'm going to hinge back. Float. And then back up. You should feel a lot of the front of the legs. Nice work. Good, Jude. Yeah, nice, ladies. Wow, that's impressive. Good. And as you come out of your 3rd on each side, we'll come back onto hands and knees and back up to this position in a second. I just want to stretch you out, footwork. I like to keep the toes down, but you can lift them. Maybe do a little ankle roll. And then switch sides. Can you take notes if your calf is tight? Add some footwork through the week to help that. And your thighs as well. Okay. When you're ready, back up onto the shin. And I'm going to close my eyes here. I'm going to move out so hopefully you can see my head. Okay, so all we're going to do is step out into your lunge and then back into this position. Not lifting, sorry. Just pulling forward and then into your stretch. And at this point, the heel can be facing the ceiling. So I'm not bringing the knee in or out. So it's definitely neutral. We'll do 3 on each side. Eyes closed, which is tricky. If you want to make it harder on yourself, raise the arms. Inhale out, eyes closed, arms come up over the head. Then on your exhale, push the foot into the floor as you lower your arms and the knees are back to the floor. So change, inhale, foot forward, up. Good. On your exhale, pushing back. On your starting position. Inhale forward. Good. 2 more, 1 on each side. Your eyes are still shut. I don't know, I can't see you. We're all having our heads cut off. Nice work. Beautiful. And then we're going to sit back down. And from here, we just scissor the arms and reach, just like we do when we're on the mat. And reach. So engage the glutes if you can. Push the foot into the floor. Knees are touching inner thighs. Lower belly, closing the ribs. And explore how this range might allow more extension. Good. And then if you can, we're going to have both arms in front, palms away from you, and you're going to push out. And then if you can, grab your elbows or your palms, and then we're just going to bend forward. Reset the body. Head back and shoulder. Open the arms. And again, scissor. Think about what hand you were just dominating with, because I'm going to try to get you to change. And I can't even do that myself, so no judgment. Palms away, you're going to open other hand or elbows. Roll it down. Reset. Keep your hands tied as we come up and down here. Good, glutes. And use your feet as we come back down. 2 more. You can tempt the water and close your eyes here. It's always fun. And down. We're going to go into that mini lunge anyways. Here we go. I'm going to pull forward. Stretch into that front leg. I'm going to lean over the knee. 2 more deep breaths. Pushing back. All posture. And change sides. I haven't changed the arms, but you can if you want to. And pull forward. Drag it forward. So the back leg is quite passive here. 3 to 5 deep inhale, exhales. Pushing back. Roll of the hands. Nice work, guys. We're going to take it to the side. All right. Are we feeling good? Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to add a little rotation here. This gets a bit heavy too. You can have your hands behind your head. We're going to twist under and then back up again, but I'm going to have you lift your hips as we do this. So your feet could be forward or back, and your energy can be up or back. Okay, so you just lift and under. You're kind of looking under the arm. And then back up and down. Nice work. Can you do another 5 of those? Use the fingers and push the floor away. So you're feeling a really nice support through the side of the body and the shoulder. Almost like at the studio where we do our pike up on the chair. You feel like you have a hook here pulling you up. That looks good. Do you pike your hips up a little bit more rather there? Yeah, so that effect as you rotate under. So you lead from your hips. That's better. Nice, girl. Nice work. Yep. And then the arm under. And then we're going to extend and bend and under. Good. Last one. And then we're going to come on to our backs here for tricep presses, and then we'll do the other side. So this gets a little tricky. The hand position is up to you. And you can also pull forward. I don't mind, whatever feels better. But you could tuck the tailbone under. This as long as you try to bend the elbows and then back up again. Now I can appreciate with the tight chest that is hard to do, and just hanging out here is hard enough. So you can also move the hands out wider. Just come out. Good. All right. So if you're feeling strong, I'm going to get into your lats. This is hard. You're going to sweep the floor. You're lying onto your back and then back up. Jude, pass on this one. Taking it down and then back up. Okay. One more. Ooh, are we a fan? Nice work, girls. And then give your transition as we swing around, setting up for the other side. And again, it gets in the arms, so just have a little rest. Knees can be nice and high, down. Body weight can be down or up. Yeah, we had it behind the head, didn't we? Oh dear, this is harder on this side. All right, I'm gonna lift. Pull up from the hip. And reach, big chest. Maybe add that variation, yep. And then you can take it under. Reach. Wow, nice work. After the third, you'll rest either on your back or back up to sitting. It looks like we're up to sitting, might be easier. And then we're just gonna go into our pelvic tilts here. Nice work, guys. Okay, so I'm having the hands on the legs here just so you can hang back. And I can actually feel a nice release from the tricep, from the neck down, into the glutes. And then you use your arms to pull back up. And explore that with your feet flexed. And again, just relaxing. Use the arms to come up. You can feel the shoulders start to draw together. As we come out of this last one, we'll do the same again, but I'm just going to have you switch your legs. So you can just lift the legs up, switch around, get used to that feeling. and again. So let's think of your sit bones here. Now you'll notice, or maybe not, we're all different. One side of the body might be a little bit more prominent into the mat. So play around with your range there and try to get in to both areas equally. Good. And I'm gonna again open the chest here. So option one for here. And you're just opening the chest as if you're, well, just looking to the ceiling and try to open the shoulders. And I'm going to say pull the shoulder blades together, but I'd like you to roll the arm. So I'm rolling the arm in its socket there. So you feel the whole shoulder movement. And it really helps to open the chest. And you can add a little bit of movement, pelvic tilts. Okay. And I'm going to lift you back up. We'll do the same thing on the other side. So, other leg. That's good just to hang out there, actually. So as I tuck under, or you tuck under, I'm hoping you feel a stretch in the wrist, palm of the hands. I'm still using the fingers to push into the floor. And then we're going to go into your pelvic tilt. I'm just going to change the feet into parallel, so heel, toe. Good. And then again. Pushing the toes into the floor, roll the ankles a little bit, and then back. And use yourself here to lift yourself back up. And basic pelvic tilts. Exhale back. Good. We'll slide you forward. You're going to go into your body rolls. So Jude, you're with me, girls. You'll take it all the way down. Add your arm circles. And then back up. And then Jude, we're going to just do our little rotation here. So you can do a pelvic tilt, sweep out, and then back. And then just walk across the body, palm up, sweep back, and up. Good. So you can feel a little bit of a pelvic tilt and rotation. That's it. Good. Nice. Good. 2 more, guys. And then after your second, we'll come onto our hands and knees and to your child pose or heart position, cat stretch. Focus on letting go, enjoying all of that movement through the body, circulate all that goodness with your breath. Relax the jaw, relax the face, the neck. Get the breath into the base of the ribs and down at the bottom of the lung capacity there. And you can walk both hands out to one side and drop your hips to the other. And then again, switching out. And then I'm going to walk the hands towards the center. Use your hands to help you come into more of a upright position. And then just adding again your pelvic tilt. So here I'm pushing the floor. And then just releasing out of that. And allow the shoulder blades to come together here again. So I can feel that the collarbone is coming towards the floor. And then pushing away. And you might feel the ribs closing here. And back. And then as you come out of that, you're going to restack, maybe your transition, and we're just going to go into your neck stretch. So you can sit comfortably if you want. I'll stay here. We're just going to bring one ear to the shoulder. Circle down. And out. If there's any discomfort, just check the posture or come out of this position. It can be a little bit challenged. Then back to your neutral, shoulder roll. And you can even have your shoulder roll with your hands on your shoulders. That's also very comforting. Beautiful. Guys, that rocked. Well done. And namaste.